Hi, hello everyone. Hi Dave, happy to see ya. So, new week, almost New Year too. Just 13 days in, and we got a new avatar, and it's very similar to the old one. I will apologize in advance because I might be a little bit low on energy today. I got a little bit sick last week. I had to deal with some anxiety. I don't know. It kind of took a toll on me. So I thought it will be a good moment to just do some spring cleaning. Well, this is changing expressions willy nilly. I promise you, my face is pretty much neutral right now. So yeah, my original plan was to make kind of a big reboot on my birthday. Is the microphone working right now, by the way? Yeah, it is. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So yeah, my plan was to make like a big reboot, new model, new layout, new things, but time is faster than me. Thank you, buddy. Time is faster than me, and I've been like sulking and whatever. So I just like screw it. I will just do what I have, and we'll see. A lot of redeems and a lot of features. Ow! Sorry. A lot of them are not working. A lot of them are disabled. A lot of them I am in the process of reworking. Also, yeah, no notification on Discord. I was noticing too, and I don't know why it didn't turn out. I didn't deactivate this. I will just do it manually then. I will just copy the usual message. For now, I'll check what is happening next time. There we go. Yeah, wobbly ears and fluff. Tail is also wobbly, but it's a little bit out of frame right now. I'm so sorry about that you had to come here manually, as if it was a long walk. But yeah, it's... I don't know why that's not working. I will check it out later. Maybe it's got like an expiration date and I have to reset it. We'll see. So yeah, like you see, there's a few new things. A lot of things are disabled for now, like the minigames. I have plans for the minigames. Hi, Danny. I have plans for the minigames. I will bring them back, but...
Yo, molegato, drink some water.
I will drink some water. You'll also see that the Hydrate Redeem now has a timer and a limited number of uses per user. Also, I don't have a drinking water animation right now. You'll just see me moving my head up and down. Here's the thing. Also, hi DNG. I don't have a
Got a message from our pal in
Lowpoly either.
They say the following. I see that you have shoulders now. Way to go. Laughing face.
Laughing face. Believe me, I do have shoulders. I cannot move my arms because I don't have any tracking that has hands or whatever. But hey, if I can at least kinda do this, it is more than I could do before. Yeah, no neck. I just have my head glued to my torso. So yeah, like as I was saying, few things missing. I will slowly add them over time. Some of them will not come exactly the same. Some of them I will tweak. In general, I want to calm down and reduce a little bit the breakneck pace of everything. Because life's already too fast, life's already too painful. I want the streams to be chill. For that I think I needed to scale things down a little bit. Yeah, I like the
Intercepted a transmission from Little Norwegians that says this. By the way, I bring a message from Tsunami Aquari.
Oh, bring it up. Ow! Is that so? Oh, by the way, I just noticed the box doesn't align with the head anymore because of the bigger model.
I've got a good joke for you. I could tell a joke about pizza, but it's a little cheesy.
Oh my god. At least this one works, kinda. It does something funny with the neck, but it works. So yeah, now prepare to see something new. This is the biggest addition. You already saw that the music has a different window, but you probably didn't know. Everything is slightly different now. I just wanted something cleaner and something more squarish. This is not final either. I will eventually change it again. But I don't know, I wanted to start clean and to have things a little bit more ordered and less chaotic. So yeah, that said, we can actually start working today. Also, I don't know how to feel about the new eye bags. Like, I like that they are more pronounced than before, that's more lore accurate, but I don't like the little purplish tones in it. So maybe I will turn them back into grey. This should work yet. I can still turn around a little bit. So yeah, reference. Well, be my guess, I'm gonna find it. I don't know what to say. Yeah, maybe a little bit too intense. I think I will just make it grey again and keep the shape more or less intact, just not as dark. Now, we got this.
Got a message from our pal Dimthapali.
Oh, let me see.
They say the following. Why not try bluish? It would make your eye bags contrast well with your helmet, as weird a sentence as that is.
That makes sense, actually. That makes sense, and it will kinda fit the eyes too. So I will try that when I get a little bit more time. So this is the commission we'll be working for a bit. I got a little bit of feedback and is to make the hair not symmetric and go a little bit to the side. But we will do that once we are done texturing, because we want to be able to texture it half and half. So let's just keep that in mind. And also let's overall change the colors. Because the one we used since we were texturing in Blender were not all that correct. So we will now be painting in Sprite. We got the reference texture here.
Drink some water.
Drinking more water. It's so funny how the whole model tilts backwards when I drink water. So yeah, let's just pick the colors and let's try to make things as close to the reference as possible. Okay, so we got this, then we can make it a little bit darker for this. We use this tone, then this tone, and I think maybe we can go a little bit darker, a little bit redder in hue. Yeah.
Hey boss. Incoming message from Dimthapali. It reads. Real enthusiastic drinking hours. Also currently working on your gifts animation.
Oh, thank you. And also hi, Waro. I haven't slept for 31 hours. Yeah, life. For the face, there's like a bunch of different ways to do it. I mostly just swap textures, but there's also blend shapes and bone animations and whatnot. In fact, there's a little bit of blend shapes going on with the new avatar. Like the eyebrows now are actually blend shaped. Like if I change expression, let me try real hard. I don't know. I'm not changing expression now for some reason. Hey, there we go. Okay, now it's changing all the time. I'm not doing this on purpose, I promise. I can I can kinda make some sometimes. But I also am wearing glasses, so this is a bit weird. So yeah, like excuse me if my expressions change wildly. There is not a lot of light today. Today is a pretty dim day. We got some clouds and the camera is not picking very well my face. So yeah, just changing colors. Back to this. So I pick this. There we go. And now we can make it a little bit darker. Kinda like this a little bit better. There we go. There we go. And now we can kinda make it even darker and a little bit redder for this. And we get better colors already. Like this is way better. I think we should go back to the face texture and apply the same colors, but first I want to tone a little bit better this. There we go. Better contrast, not as strong. There we go. Okay, so now I go back to the face and I will use the same tones that we are using in here. There we go. I will keep this tone though, because it's a nice middle tone for this line. I think that adds a little bit of extra anti-alias. That with such a high contrast is very welcome. Same with these tones too. There we go. Looking better already. Maybe I can even try something like this. I don't know, I'm not sure. Now, what about the nows? We got this
Yo
down.
molegato, drink some water.
Alright, Mo, water.
Hey boss. Incoming message from Twinkle. It reads,
Thank you.
BTW, if you ever make a mug, please have it be a I sure do love to dig one. Laughing face.
I think that will be fun. But why is the avatar angry? I don't know. It's so strange. Maybe when I look down it gets angry. Well, not all the time. It's so strange. Also, I need to modify the pat animation because now it is like patting my nose, my phantom nose. A scuff, as always. So I think I will try to make new tones in here. Thank you, buddy. Something like this, and then even darker. There we go. Maybe something like this works. We can go back to the body and now we can actually texture everything. Let me see, what do we have here? Where do we start? We got this part of the neck, which should be, let me go here to UV editing. So yeah, this is this part over here. And we go as down as about this point in here. By the way, let me just go here to preferences and change this back to 1.25. There we go. I changed it last time and I had to change it back. So there we go. It is a Smackman. So yeah, we come here with this done, and I think I will just do something like this. There we go. And now I can actually get the tones in the middle, which I will also add to the swatch. There we go. There we go. And I think I will make these color bonds. Just something as simple as this should work. Going back to Blender. And I think this looks nice for the most part. There we go. All right. Okay, cool. Going back to a sprite. And we need to add like some wrinkles in here. I think that part maybe is easier to make in Blender. I'm not sure, we'll see. But I will also get like a lighter tone in here and add this. So at least like the more general wrinkles are done here in a sprite. Alright, and I'm thinking I will slightly change the tone of the t-shirt, just so we get a little bit more contrast. It works better already.
Yo molegato, drink some water.
Oh, hi Vinan. Drinking some water. You cannot see the animation today. The new avatar doesn't have it yet. Phew. Ow! You are really giving me a little bit of everything. You give me the pads, you give me the water, but then you throw bugs at me. Flat gato, exactly, that's me. Alright, I'm thinking now, like, we should add a little bit of a shadow on the chest, and it is about this area.
Yo. Twinkle has got something to say. It goes. What's y'all favorite Sonic special stage given this music?
Oh, my favorite. Hard to say because in general I don't really like special stages in Sonic. They are all a little bit clunky. Like Sonic 2 is pretty good, but if you are playing with Tails, Tails is going to hit all of the bumps, which is a major design flaw. Um, Bruce First is amazing, but it's also incredibly anxiety inducing. Well, that's another problem with the half pipe. They really overuse it in a lot of later games. On Abacon, I do think it's a good idea. I get why they reuse it, but we should get more variety. I like the version in Sonic Heroes too, because the change informations thing added a little, and not a big one, mind you, but added a little bit of extra. Oh, I see, I see. See, I didn't know that. So yeah, I like the Sonic Heroes one because you see a bunch of balls in a wide pattern, and you just change to power to get all of them, and it's a little extra nice layer of strategy that I like and that I enjoy. I will throw the question back at you, like everyone. What's your favorite special stage in Sonic? Well, thank you, 12. We got a new avatar, and it's wildly changing expressions all the time. I promise I am not wildly changing my face from raw fury to doom and gloom. I promise. I am more stable than that. Thank you for patting my nose. Alright, I think I should move this a little bit up too. And maybe even change the shape a little bit. There we go. Oh, I didn't disable the small one and it's not working. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me disable it. I must have forgotten about it. I disabled a bunch of redeems that don't work today, but it seems that one slipped by. Let me go here to the panel. Sorry about that. And where is this? Beware rewards, power ups. And where is small? There we go. Small is disabled. Sorry, Waro. Didn't mean to waste your points like that. Let me see now. Channel, so I can go back and see where things are. There we go. Alright, back to Blender. No, back to A Sprites, actually. There we go. So we got this. Alright. And in Blender I can just reload. And this works. This works pretty well, I'd say. Next part, let me check. Should probably be this, the whole body of the sweater. And we got like 2 pixels in here, I have to remember. Yeah, it's 2 pixels. No, we don't have any tones for this. I am sorry. Microwave does work. That one I implemented this morning. There we go. It now does a little funny thing with the neck, but should be okay. Oh, what kind of microwave party is this? Oh, I love this song. And it will get like a lighter tone too in here. There we go. Yeah, it's because the software is trying to keep me looking at the camera. So I just like break my neck all the time. Alright, so I do this. And I got this whole border in here. Hi, Eel. Not many games today. I am in the middle of renovating the streams, and a lot of things are missing. Many games will come back, but it will be slightly different too, because I got an idea for them. Sorry. It's just the avatar is going crazy. I should probably just disable the angry expression, because to be honest, I don't think I will use it on the normal, the regular. Okay, so we get this color in here. I think more organic details we will again paint them in Blender, but for straight lines and stuff like that we use a sprite. And also for the colors are important, and we better get them right. Okay, so here, this last part shouldn't actually have a line. This should go over here like so. Alright. We got this border working, so we can maybe add some lines over here. No to gambling for now. So maybe I do something like this. Maybe. Kind of works. There we go. Better already. We can maybe even go a little bit further with this line. There we go. And maybe even add some highlights in here. There we go. Now what else? We got pockets in here.
Hey boss.
So let's add them.
Incoming message from Twinkle. It reads, "The fun part with your angry face is that it doesn't make you look mad so much as it makes you look determined. It feels like you are gonna turn Super Saiyan imminently. Incidentally, as a Spanish person, do you know about Saint Seiya, or Los Caballeros del Zodiaco?"
Oh, I do know about them. I used to watch them when I was a kid. Very funny thing, I have the Spanish opening for that anime like saved up to listen from time to time, because it is hilariously bad. Like, I don't know why, they decided to go with an all new song, and the lyrics barely fit. They do this weird thing in which they want to say something, but the melody is not long enough to say the whole phrase, and they say it like really, really quick. And it is hilarious. I love it. Also, it has absolutely nothing to do with the show itself. Like the person that wrote the lyrics didn't know what the anime was about. He just knew that they were Knights of the Zodiac. That's how they translated it. So the song just talks about how they fight evil. And they apparently sing a song to hype themselves up. Can I ask how do you do shading? Like you have a standard point in your hair lights come from? Oh, that really depends. That really depends on what you want to achieve. Like when I make models, I know that I am never going to know where light comes from. Because the model rotates in 3D, and so I cannot really trust a specific point to emit light. So I just try to make things that make sense in most light situations, like crevices and stuff like that. Or if the character is meant to be facing the screen, I can make the back of the character darker because it will make sense that the light comes from the front. So it just guesses depending on the use of the model. No, where was I? I was making pockets. And pockets should be like this, I think.
Got a message from our pal Lowpoly. They say the following. Yeah, in France it was known as Les Chevaliers du Zodiac, and it had a really corny opening song. Interestingly enough, Saint Seiya is far more obscure than other anime that came out at the same time, to this day.
Oh yeah, I can imagine why that would happen. Like there's a lot of anime that is way more famous than Saint Seiya, but back then they didn't really have a lot to choose from. So if for whatever reason the contract for Saint Seiya was easier to get, that's what all of the TV got. So it's all that we ended up knowing about. They were really big in here, like we got toys and everything. I only had the knockoffs, but Okay, so we got a pocket in here. And it is absolutely abysmal in here. It is completely deformed. So let's see if I can change it a little bit. There we go, a little bit better. Little bit better too. Can make this a little bit better this way, yeah. Little bit better, but still not perfect. Because the shape is so irregular. Now this is a little bit better. There we go. We can also change the topology. That is also a possibility. There we go. Oh, that sound. Alright. Kinda works. Hi, Nidio. I think I will make this shadow now. What does the topology do here? Oh, what do you mean? Like how this affects the model? Like, yeah, if I change this, it doesn't deform this as much. But I need to add an extra bit of texturing in here. Oh yeah, topology is how the faces and vertices are organized. Like if I have a quad in here or a loop over here, that stuff. All of that is the topology of the model. There we go. I think I will add a little bit of wrinkling at the corner. Something like this, something simple. Alright. What else do we have to do? Like, we got the whole hoodie area. The hood area, I mean. Which is over here. And this one...
Yo molegato, drink some water.
Alright, drinking some water. Thank you, Twitter. Also, hi Dream. I think I will add like a line over here, but not the whole length, just the back. Yeah, we are in the middle of our reboot that I am sorry about the expressions. they are a little bit wonky, they are moving on their own. We're in the middle of a reboot and things are a little bit half baked. There we go. I will probably like reduce the number of expressions. There we go. All right. I'm also in the process of changing the playlist, or at least cleaning it up a little bit. But that will take a while, it's so big, there's so much to tweak. Alright, going back to Blender. Not bad, the shadow can come from a little bit higher though. We can get the details right later. For now, let's just work on everything that is straight, squarish. Like this part of the hand. Let me check once again. Yeah, it's the bottom part. So we have this in here. Jason? Which one? Which one is the Jason? What was the Palm Trick Panic from Sonic CD? Yeah, that one, okay. Yeah, that one's going to stay. That one's funny and happy. And we need more happy stuff in life. Now let me see, the border is over here, so I can maybe add something like this. There we go. So we got some wrinkles that go to the bottom. Now I think I'm going to go with this part. This part in here is... Oh, hi bird! Happy to see ya. This part should be gray, I think. It should be like the zipper. Even though no zipper is in here, I think it makes sense. So let's make a new tone here, this one. And we get a darker version, and we get a lighter version too. There we go. Hi, I'm Yukario. Welcome. Yeah, I need to tweak the path thing. It goes to the nose now because I'm taller, because I'm not sitting anymore. We'll probably, you know what, I'm going to keep the idea of a nose boot and just make it a separate thing with a separate graphic. I think that will be fun. Alright, so we got the grays. Should be something like this. And if I do something like this, we should have like half in each color. Yeah, this works. Can probably go a little bit lower with it. Maybe something like this. There we go. Even probably lower though. There we go. This one is so good. Oh, Hytale came out today! I didn't know if it was today or tomorrow. Happy to hear that. It's wild times that Hytale came out, and it wasn't even that long since they got freed from Riot. Which is amazing. It's really surprising to see, but in a positive way. Alright, I think I will now add like some stripes over here. Like doing something like this. There we go. And there we go. Let's see how this looks. This is decent, I think. We can go with this. Alright, next thing I'm going to work on is these strappies. They have this texture in here, so this is what I will use. Because we got these in here. And we can even add a little bit of shine in the middle, like so. In fact, let me just select the pixels, there we go, so we get a better view of everything. And now I can just get rid of this. There we go, something like this. I think this works. Already having server issues, that's to be expected. Like, it just launched and there was a lot of hype. So everyone should be like rushing to play at once. Oh, you're feeding me spaghetti. Alright, so now let me see what else I can do to make this a little bit better. Like I can make this shape a little bit more rounded. There we go. And even give it a little bit of a highlight. So that now it kinda fits. Oh, but it should go 2 pixels down. There we go, way better. There we go. Now it looks like it's coming out of the jacket. Alright, so next thing should be the pants, probably. And not the pants don't need a lot of very detailed shading because they are so dark. So we will mostly work with a single shade, an extra highlight. We will use the same for the cord in here because it's really the same color. Oh, strange, it's not the same color. The one we got in here. It's definitely not the same. Oh, okay, let me just rework things slightly. Because I can now like paint all of these the same color and it's slightly brighter.
I've got a good joke for you. I decided to sell my vacuum cleaner, it was just gathering dust.
Huh. That's a good one. I'm thinking this one I will just make dark. We'll see later. No, let's see what is the next UV island. Like this one is pretty easy, we can just make this darker. Maybe something like this. And we kinda change the UV island so it's a better shape. And into reference, as we can see, we got some seams in here, so I will actually add them and then get the highlight and add it over here. And this should be enough to make it look similar to the reference. But of course, we got this part also. So let's see if we can make them match. Like I put this in here, and it's the same size. And now we need to make this fit. There we go. Alright, not bad. Going back to the reference, and this really only makes sense if there is a little bit of this in here too. Yeah, there we go. Now it looks like an actual pair of jeans. Now, next is the bat. The bat has its own island. We call it Bat Island over here. And this one is easy. Like, we just need to draw like this shape over here, I think. And it kind of works, but it doesn't fit very well with the band, so we'll need to change the side a little bit. Oh my god, buddy, Pen Island, oh my god. Hi Michael, happy to see you. Yeah, I got even some physics in the ears. Expression recognition is a little bit busted, but it is what it is. Alright, I think what I will do is come over here and just add this. There we go. So here we get this shape. And it kind of works already. I think I will also come in here and just round this off a little bit. There we go. So it's not as much of a crack as it's just the general shape. And then we can add like a little bit of shine, like so. And because this is our jeans, we can have like just some stretch. I think that will work. I think that fits with the design very well. Alright. I'm also thinking here on the side of the pants we should have a seam too. And this line is straight in the middle of this. So it's a good place for it. Should be over here. There we go. And we can like add a highlight on both ends. And no, this is absolutely not the right place. It should be over here instead. Okay, fixing that now. It happens. Now we need to make the lowest part of this dark, because it will be obscured by the cuff. And we just calculated it just right, it seems. Now I want this to not be as a stretch, so I will move this like a few pixels to the right. I think 3 pixels should be enough. There we go. Alright, now it's centered and the deformation is not as evident. We can even try and hide it a little bit, like so. There we go. Looks better already. And I'm thinking it should have like some stretch marks. But I don't know if there's pockets. Let me check. No pockets, just the seam. So I will add a few stretch marks on the lowest part and the middle. Something like so. Something like so, and then I just add highlights too. And I even highlight these pixels. There we go. It's not bad. This probably needs to go a little bit up. There we go. In fact, we can make the lower ones go a little bit more around. There we go. Something like so. Though perhaps this is too tall. We only need the lower part. There we go. Way better, I think. We can even make it not as long. There we go. Alright, we got this part done too. So now we need to work on the cuffs of the pant. And those don't have a texture yet? Oh yeah, they do. It is over here. I will just get rid of the angry expression, I think. Because I don't want to get angry randomly. I'm so tired, I'm sorry. I really am low on energy lately. It's been a weird year so far. Okay, so let's work on the calf. That's what this other gray color was for, I think. I will make it a little bit lighter, so it's get a little bit more differentiated from the pants. There we go. So we got this top highlight. And we got the dark color, which is not the red one, it seems. There we go. Alright. So now we can actually add some wrinkles in here. There we go. And we got the wrinkles in here. They work pretty well. So we can now go and shade the feet. And the feet is going to be a little bit tricky. Let me see, because we got this. So we should make the lower part of it darker. With 2 tones, I think. Let me get back to this. Alright, and we got 2 pixels in here, so this is the real one. That goes the lowest. Cool. But we need to do the same thing with the fingers. Which are... yeah, they are a single vertex, which I don't like. So I will pick all of these. In fact, and I will project from here. And for now I will add them in here, but I will add an island for them afterwards. There we go. Because now in here I can just add this whole area. And I can make like the last 2 pixels to be 1 tone darker. Because now I come in here, I do this. And the cool thing is I can now pick all of these inside faces and just move them over here. And all of these other inside faces and just move them here. And now we got a nice textured thing. I'm so tired, I'm sorry. So next, see, what is next? I think we should add... let me see, what is actually next? We should probably go already with... first the tail and then the hair, yeah. So let's go for the tail. The tail is over here, should be easy, it's pretty small. And we know that the top of the tail is over here. And this is the bottom. I don't know if you can see my cursor is too small. Yeah. So let's go. So I will just add this line in here to get the colors. Then maybe do something like this. So we get like a nice fade. And then just do like so for the unison with the other part. Same in here. And let me see how it looks for now. Okay, it's not too bad, but the shadow should be a different shape. Should be more like so. There we go, way better. This should also come way closer to the center. Hi QC, hi! Sorry about the expression going too mad, it does so randomly. If you see me looking back like this, that means probably I drank some water. Phew. Probably needs some tuft like so, and we can even add extra detail like so. Alright, not bad, not bad. I will just make this come a little bit closer, make sure everything fits. There we go. Yeah, I think this works. So now let's see what is next. Probably the hands. The hands need some work too. But they will be easy. Like, I can just pick the lowest faces. Like so. Alright, and I make them one tone darker. Maybe I will do the same with the inner faces to fake some ambient occlusion. There we go.
I've got a good joke for you. I went to a wedding of 2 satellites. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was incredible.
Okay, hi, Frexel next, hello, welcome Raiders, thank you so much, I really didn't expect this. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Good. I got completely jump scared by the raid. Welcome everyone. I am sorry, I am a little bit anxious by myself. Not on you at all. I really thank you for the raid. Hello everyone. Thank you so much. Hello everyone. If anyone here doesn't know me, I am Molegato. I am the developer behind Froggen Anchor, a few other games. I'm working on Twinkle's Galactic tour right now. Well, not right now. Today we are working on a commission, and that's about it. I love Lowpoly. Is what heals the soul. I bet you are cool people. You really look like cool people. Alright, so I think now that we got the hand, we can actually work on a few small details like these seams. There we go. Even maybe these two. Yeah, this works. Oh, I'm not actually coloring the vertices, just using UV deformation to work with some texturing. It's a neat trick that I like to use. Let's see, what else? Yeah, this part too. Like, I can just reset them. And usually this is not something you will do to make a texture, but if I just put them in here in the middle of the grid and make sure the rotation is completely right, I can get stuff like this small gradient. I can even do something like this, and we get 3 tones in here. Or feel free to check the bot later if you want more little tricks like that. I should one day make a tutorial, but I don't have the time. I wish. I really want to one day. No, I think I will add like a shape in here, so the shadow just comes from the side. Yeah, let's do that. We are over here, and I think I will just do something like this. This should work. Maybe even add this as an extra detail. There we go. Works way better already. For this part we will paint something in Blender directly, I think. Oh, hi Zuna! Thank you for patting my nose. Hand is a little bit misaligned. So happy to see you here. What do you think of the new avatar? I got physics in all of the places that count. Alright. I think I will change this to the correct color. Let me check in the reference. Yeah, it's supposed to be this other tone. But in fact we can yet again do the little trick. Like if I project from view, I got like the whole shape of the neck. And I can now like do this. And do something like this. And we got some shading in here. The trick. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Now I think we should go with the hair. We've been dilly-dallying for a while, and the hair is important too. Now the hair is a special case. We cannot just go willy-nilly texturing it. We need to actually set colors of the faces. So let's make the swatch first things first. So we add saturation, we go slightly towards dark blue, even a little bit more. There we go. Then going way closer, a little bit darker. And we also need like a highlight color. There we go. Oh, it doesn't by default. This is a sprite. It is designed to make pixel art, which is why I use it. It's very good for that. There used to be a plugin, and I think there is still out there called Prevent Base. Let me type it because my pronunciation is so bad. And yeah, Prevent Base is what connects this with Blender, but it doesn't work in the latest version of Blender or Sprite, so I am just like saving the texture and using it manually. The main developer for Prevent Base like abandoned the project. They said they didn't want to continue working on it. And then another team of people got the code and made their own version and supported it for a bit longer, but it's a little bit janky and it's not always working, so that's where things are right now. Alright, so I got these colors, and let's go back to Blender and let's just assign them manually. Okay, so first of all, we get all of the inside. All of these needs to be dark. Like we know this is going to be dark.
Got a message from our pal TGC_Dave. They say the following. A man was visiting monks. While there, he heard a weird noise from a closed door. He asked the head monk what the noise was. The monk said, "I can't tell you, you're not a monk." The man joined the monks and after years became an acolyte. He asked again. The head monk replied, "I can't tell you, because you're not a monk." The man spent more years with the monks and finally became a monk. The head monk opened the door, and he saw what the noise was. "But I can't tell you, because you're not a monk."
Oh my god. What even is that, Dave? Why did you do this to us? I'm not gonna become a monk, just so you tell me how the story ends. You know that, right? I hope you do. I am too attached to the pleasures of the earth to become a monk. I like pizza and hamburgers. I like to play mobile games. Monkey business, yeah. Hey, I got that, well. That brings me so back. Like, I remember back when I was a wee kid and I went to an internet cafe because I didn't have a computer. Having a computer was, you know, rich people things. They had Age of Empires in there. And even Age of Empires 2, The Conquerors. And I didn't really know how to play. I was so bad at this. But I have fun anyway, just making the little cities. Because I've always been that kind of kid that likes to create little things. And be cringe like that. Alright, so with this we get some highlights. And this goes a little bit darker. And now this is an interesting one. I think I will add a cat in here. Because this is the part that I want to be a different color. Maybe I can just do this. No, I don't really like it. So I will just get rid of this edge. And we got this, which is completely dark. Let me see, let me check the reference for a bit. We don't really have any kind of weird swirls of anything, so I don't think we need a lot of specific textures things. What I will do, however, is a little trick. I make this a small square, add it over here to this square too. There we go. And I want to rotate this so that the bottom is at the right place. So I can do this now. And we got this little zigzag pattern that is so cool to see. With minimal topology. Alright, let me see what else. I think the hair is actually ready to be. Well, not really. Let me do something else. Let me see, what else could I do to make it more interesting? You know what, it will look well when we have an outline. The outline is the missing ingredient in this equation, I think. Also, the face looks weird because we haven't updated the texture. Now it has the right colors and everything looks better for it. Don't mind me tilting my head to see if a thought comes rolling from one side to the brain to the other and does something. An auto updater add-on for textures. Oh, that will be amazing. Can you send a link in the Discord, QC? I would really appreciate that. I will never thank you enough if you do. It will save so much time. For now though, what I will do is come here to the hair, and in the modifiers I will apply the mirror modifier, because now I can actually come and change it a little bit and make it even more similar to that of the reference. There we go, we got this little spike, and I think I will even pick all of this and subdivide just to get the shape right. Like all of this coming in here. Or you know what, not even doing that. Just even doing something like this. Or maybe even going up. There we go. Yeah, I think this is a good shape. I think this works. I can even save some topology by joining this part, because we really don't need as many trees over here. Same with this. Or maybe this one can stay like so. I like not having just a square. There we go. Thank you, QC. Thank you so much. I will check it quickly. Oh, this looks good. I will check this. I will try to have it for next stream. Alright, so we got the hair, we got the shapes. I think it's time for us to actually come here to texture paint again. And I think we can try to add extra detail. Like for example, we go here, go to texture paint, and I can just try and pick this color. And it doesn't work very well over here. I see. But I kinda get where this should go. There we go. Very important to not forget to save afterwards. Okay, important here, the threshold. Come on. Ow! There we go. So it works pretty well. Also, hi, Blue. There we go. Yet another Tombi 2 track. Did they already release Tombi 2? Dave? Because I know you were going to play it. And if so, how is it? Is it a good board? Is there any junk? Is the music bug fixed, or is it still like a satanic chant? Crunchy water audio. Oh, I see. So like the waterfalls and rivers and whatnot. Because I remember those already sounded pretty weird in the original. Alright, so I get this again. Alright, works better. Now I come to this part and I will pick the darkest possible color and just paint it like so. There we go. So now we got like a darker gradient in here. This works pretty well. I think over here I will actually add some more detail. Like, I will do this. And then add a little bit more over here. There we go. Way better already. Next is this area in the under the arm. Like over here. And it is a really tricky area, I think. Because this actually should come over here. There we go. Alright, alright. We can even have this. There we go. I am a little bit tired. I am in my exhaustion arc, as you put it very eloquently. To 2026, everyone, the year of tired. Yeah. Just keep fighting, everyone, okay? It's all we got. And you have a bigger effect on everyone else around you that you realize. Exactly, bro. Alright, we got this. Now let's go for the arm. I think the arm also needs a little bit of shadow over here. Something like so. And same in the back. There we go. Either way works. There we go. Now we can kinda make some wrinkles, I think. They kinda work, but they are not the same in both sides. We need to come here to the UVs and tweak. There we go. And there we go. And with this we are done with the textures, I think. So let me save the texture. Save. And if I go to a sprite now, I should be able to just do this. And it is changed already. There we go. Now let me tweak some colors. I think the contrast in here is too high. This should work better. What else? Maybe we need an even lighter gray to be in here. What else? I think that's about it, maybe. Yeah, there we go. I think the contrast in the jacket is also too big, too strong. So I'll dampen it a little bit. There we go. And if I come back in here, this works better. I think this is better. And we got the nose, we got everything. Only thing left is to make expressions. But you know what? I think I will try and do that off camera. Because yeah, it is a little bit tricky. And it is also a little bit boring, so I will do this off camera tomorrow. The expressions thing. For now, let's make sure that the armature works. Let's fix anything in the rig and let's make a cool pose. Let's see. Of course, this is not working at all because we need to actually parent this with empty groups. And now we need to actually paint the weights. We didn't use the template for this. I am sorry, cause it seems like world is just going to shit, and I don't like it. I wish I had some way to help or to make things easier or safer for anyone, but not the case, sadly. So I'll just try to be here and be nice to everyone and hope that helps a little bit. Alright, so changing the shape of the rig a little bit. Entertainment and community, I guess so. I know I'm not like the best at it though, but hey, I will always appreciate all of you for coming in here and joining.
Intercepted a transmission from Little Norwegians that says this. Everybody, take care. Be safe. Love yourself. And if nothing else, remember to unshrimp.
Do you know what? Let's unshrimp. Now you can actually see me unshrimp in real time. There we go. Sorry for the grotesque show of unshrimping. Alright, making the fingers fit. There we go. Same with the thumb. There we go. What else? This should come from over here, I think. This should come a little bit over here too. Alright. Just making sure everything fits is the most important thing. Alright, I will hide this one and move this over here. And I think this should come to the base if I want the actual animation to work. Alright. I think I will add a few extra bones too. For stuff like the tail. Because we obviously want the tail to have some physics. So let's name this tail. Maybe also the hood. Even if just a little bit. Alright, what else? Of course the ears. Oh my god, over the counter spells. Alright, keeping the offset. And we subdivide it twice, I think should be okay. So this is here 1.l, here 2.l, and here 3.l. Then I will also add one for the cheeks, as one does. There we go. Keep the offset. Check fluff.l. And all of this I will symmetrize so we get both of them. And now let's also add one for the hair. Like the front, the toupee thing. Let me see. Cursor to origin, then I add it in here. There we go. And I think I will subdivide it just once. Maybe even 3 bones, so the physics are a little bit more flowy. Alright, this is already done. Okay, so this is toupee.toupee1. But actually it's not a toupee, it's a pompadour. And this is head. And this is Patrick. There we go, pompadour 1, pompadour 2, pompadour 3. I will also add a little bit of shape to the ears. And this one I can try and make it fit. There we go. Alright, now I need a new category for bones. And this one is physics. And I will pick all of this and just move it to physics. There we go, because now when I want to pose I can just hide it. Alright, so we got the rig made. Now it's time to do the hard thing that nobody likes, which is painting weights. So let me see, I do this. Empty groups, so all of the new pawns are created. And then I go to waste paint. There we go. Welcome, pixels. One important thing is that here in options you need to have auto normalize. That will help make everything way easier. Right, doing this. There we go. I will hide this. There we go. Alright, so I do all of this to get the hand. Let me see. There we go. And it kinda works, but it's a little bit flimsy. Yeah, this is a little bit better. Alright, way better. Alright, now for the fingers. The fingers are tricky. But we got this trick to help us. Okay, and this has the wrong restrictions. But we can do this. There we go. And then the same in here. There we go. We can even do this with the top. So when I rotate this, it kinda does the whole thing. In fact, I think I will change the button to be 75 instead. Because now, you know, this is way more natural. Alright. So we got the hand, which was hard to do. And now let's tackle the other hard one, which is the shoulders. Alright, so we got like the torso in here. Oh, we also need bones for the little flappies. Ah, that one still works. That one works too, because it has nothing to do with the avatar, so... Now let's see. If I pick this, put this over here. I think this is not too bad, honestly. Ow! Like I can just make it. Ow! How come? What did I do to you? To get boxed like that? Thank you. Alright, so I get this. There we go. Nice gradient. I won't concern myself with the strappies for now, because I need to add bones for them. What is wrong with this? Okay, whatever. Hey, Cololith. Yeah, I am tired. I am perpetually tired, in fact. That is my whole thing, it seems. Okay, now I will hide the tail so it's a little bit easier to work on the whole bat area, which is another tricky one. Ow! All the sparkle magician's break. Oh my god. That's an earth elemental spell. I should know about it, being a digger as I am. I add a little bit of this just to make things easier. Thank you for the reminder, Clolis. Let's see, it is not bad. Look at her go. Jam, I am your energy. One day I will find a use for this. Alright, so now this kinda works. And I can do stuff like this and it works. Cool. Now this is a tricky one because I really need all of this to be completely controlled by the hips for now. And then I start working on the leg, and the leg will slowly take control away from the hips. Like maybe 0.5. So now if I pick this one and move it, it kinda works. It will be easier to see once we do the whole thing though. I will hide this one too. And there we go with the knee. Now I pick the feet and they will be easy to. I just print all of this. And if I don't know if I missed something, I will just like get it out of the way. Like so. And you see there is stuff in here that I missed. There we go. And it kind of works already, but we need to fix a few things. We do something like this. And then a little bit extra over here. Same here, probably. There we go. So now we can see that the rig here on the leg is not that bad for the back, but on the front is a little bit is a little bit wonky. We need to actually get a little bit of this to be affected by the leg. At least to some extent. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 25? Maybe not 5, just like so. Alright, so now it kinda works, I think. That's as good as we can get from this really extreme shape. Because, you know, it's pretty puffy, it's pretty big. So there's going to be some overlap. Like, that's sadly not negotiable. That is something that is going to happen. Alright, so now about the tail. The tail should be easier. I can just do this. And maybe a little bit on this part. There we go. Okay, so with this we should have like the whole body. I will add the extra physics. Don't do anything. Oh, thank you, Glass. Welcome everyone. I didn't expect that. Hi, Glass. How's it going? Hope you had a good stream. I don't know how I started this stream with the lowest energy ever, and I got to rate a lot of people in here. I am very thankful. Thank you so much. 2026 got hands. Is all I gotta say. I am tired. I got a little bit sick. You don't have to worry too much. It's just my usual anxiety. It just got a little bit overwhelmed with work and things and stuff. Wow, my battery level is not only at 5%. I am like those bastard old mobile phones that you plug in and they won't charge over 30%. That's me right now. Please don't plug me. Alright, so I got this one, and I will move it over here. This will be the strappy. Oh yeah, I did the hair thing. Let me just, there we go. Look at this. More pointy hair, better texture, going to the side. I hope you are liking it. Oh, thank you, Dark. Been a while since I saw you around. So happy to see you here. Really, thank you for following. Hey, I can add bad ones if you want. Pixel here has the last word about it though. No worries, no worries. I really appreciate it. Thank you there. In any case, Pixel, how do you think is the hair shape? Should I adjust even more, or do we add the bones and then we see how it moves? I think I will subdivide this. It is a little bit tricky, you know, translating 2D drawings to 3D. Sometimes the shapes don't quite match up, but I think it is a good approximation. I think this is a good. Also, this is how it look if it was a 3D model instead of a drawing. I think that's a good way to put it. Alright, keeping offset, I will move all of these to physics and rename them. Strappy 1.L. We should one side then facing forward. Okay, then maybe I will need to change it. I think it's facing to the side at the end. Let me finish renaming it and then we will see it to see if it's exactly how you want it. Symmetrize. We do the empty groups again, so we have the bonds. And let me see. Right now, this is what it does. It goes and goes like this. So you want it to instead be like this at the end, right? Like going a little bit more to this way, then down. Is that correct? Like doing something like this.
Yo molegato, drink some water.
Alright, drinking water. Mr. Falkramp, I love your username. There we go. Good morning. So I subdivide this. So it now does something like this. Is this what you meant? So it's a little bit more of a twisty thing. Oh, hi, Boxy. Hi. How is it going? I am using the new avatar and it's a little bit wonky on the expressions, but it mostly works. It's mostly how it should go. I am okay. I am just low energy. Thank you. It's very similar to the other one, but I don't know. Fixed a few issues that it had before. Alright, let me think. What is next? I think we should add the weights for the head now. Oh, thank you. You wouldn't believe how the UVs are for the side of the hair. I used the texture stretching thing in here and it adds a really interesting zigzag. Oh, the whole pump swaying to the side. Oh yeah, it is. Right now it is swaying to the side, but maybe you meant like way more, right? I can actually do that. There we go. And then the tip also comes to the side. How's this, Pixel? Or maybe a little bit more. There we go. Huh, I try different. You know what? You are absolutely right, Pixel. Let's check the reference once again. About your question, Falcrum, let me see. If I can order my thoughts. It's hard to see the reference. The tip lift up. Yeah, let's do that. I can pick all of this. And about the texture size, it really depends on what you want to achieve. I really change it up depending on the project. There we go. Maybe it is not as exaggerated. There we go. Oh hey God, happy to see you. Also, Mr. Fulcrum, making them. Yeah, I got a small upgrade. Still, a lot of things are missing. I have to reintroduce them, but hey, I can stretch and break my neck, so that's a win. And so yeah, like it doesn't make any difference making your texture bigger or smaller than the unwrapped UV, because the unwrapped UV doesn't have a texture per se. It doesn't have a resolution. It will be as big or as small as you export it. Thank you. I will parent this with empty bounds, and then we can actually go and paint weights. And by default we want like everything to be just the head for now. Like this is our starting point. Push it back just a bit. Okay, let me do that. Let's go here. Oh, and some textures just move. I will fix that later. So push it back, right? A little bit more like this. Whoops. There we go. Don't correct UVs, that's what broke the other one to begin with. There we go. Fix that. Oh, hi, Isla! Happy to see you. How you doing? Thank you, God. I am extra sleepy in real life, so Great, Pixel. Happy to hear that you like how it's going. Because that's the goal, that's the most important thing. Alright, if we go back to the head, I can change the weights. And the ears is the easiest part. Because I can just do stuff like this. Oh, thank you, QC. Thank you so much. Really, thank you, thank you. I don't deserve it. I don't know what I did. I don't deserve any of this. I am just a tired guy making funny polygons on the screen and listening to the nerdiest music ever. Thank you, Galactic, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see how this bends. I think maybe a little bit higher on here. And maybe a little bit. Oh, thank you! Thank you, God! And hi, Aggie! Happy to see ya! Thank you, God! Thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. You didn't have to. You didn't have to take the time or even the money. Alright, and this part also could use a little bit over here. I think, yeah, I think this works. There we go, we got the ears. From one EP artist to another. We are chronically EP, all of us, aren't we? Alright, no, this should be fun to do. Like, I just add 20 of weight, which is not much. Same here. And maybe the point in here too. And then maybe like a little bit more to this part. So now this kinda does the whole thing. Maybe it should go way harder though. Yeah, something like this. And then just a little bit over here. Alright, so now this does a whole lot more. There we go. In fact, I think I will modify this a little bit by moving this closer. So now, if we actually move this, it's more natural. And with this, the head is done too. So we can go for the hair. Empty groups. And then we go to weight mode. There we go. Oh, that's a cool trick that I would like to explain, but I'm not using any tablet, I'm just using the mouse. See here in options, I got auto normalize. That what it does is that after you paint, it will make sure that every single vertex has a total value of 1 in the weights. So like if you have 25 on one and 75 in another. And the thing is, if there is absolutely no weights for one vertex, it will paint it as 1 no matter where you are. Like I am at 0.25 and I go, hey, I want this, and it paints it as 1. And you can like do a quick sweep, and then you kinda, you keep painting. I should do this so it kinda, there we go, it propagates. And it's painting with 1, even though I got something different set up. But here's the coolest thing. I am done with this one, and let's say I now go to this one and I paint again, and this is 1 because this is not used, but this one is already at 1 in the other bone. So now it uses the actual value of 0.25. And it is so handy. Alright, I will add a little bit over here to same here. I am painting with 1 because there is absolutely nothing, but the moment I go back it just blends. So this kinda works like that. There we go. Gonna add a little bit over here. This kinda rotates everything, but I want a little bit on here too. Alright, so now if I rotate this, it works. If I rotate this, this works too. Maybe I want the slightest bit over here too. There we go. Okay, and we need to make sure that this is not completely for this one. Oh, I should definitely save. Alright, and I don't want this last part of it, because otherwise it will go away from the head. There we go. And this kind of works now. It is all wobbly and are nice. I think last part I should do is the strappies. Like I pick all of these and hide everything else. And I do something like this. There we go. So now I can just like twist this and it will work too. And there we go, this is the model itself. Also, hi Bacon. Happy to see you there. I didn't see it was you who redeemed the save sound. I'm so tired. So I think we will just post the model if you like how the model looks, Pixel. If there is no change, no big change, I mean. And I can just save the model as it is, just make a cool pose for our render, and I will work on the expressions and any necessary tweaks off camera. So I should probably have this ready by next week. And by next week I mean sometime next week, not the start, just, I don't know, whenever I can finish it. Able to adjust the pose. Oh yes, of course. Tell me, what do you want the pose to be like? Yeah, please repeat me the feedback about the pose because I forgot with everything else, and I want to make sure they look the right way. How should they be? Oh, by the way, this actually needs to be the dark color. Okay, I need to change it in the texture. No problem there. This person, oh I see. Very cheeky of you. Oh, you meant to have them be lifted like this? Longer to bigger. Okay, can do that. There we go. There we go. Alright, so when you mean them a bit longer, those bigger, maybe I could subdivide. Rounder like so. Thank you, Suna. Like so. Also a bit like so too. What did you think so far? Or maybe a little bit more? Something like this. Right, so we got everything done except for all of the expressions. So let's make a cool pose. Thank you so much for the commission, by the way, Pixel. I really appreciate that you passed trust in my skills and in my craft too. Oops. There we go. So let's see, maybe we go... Oh, we didn't... We made a little mistake, we didn't add this to the weights. Easy fix though. This should be full on with this one, and then 0.25 with this. The hips didn't lie. Not at all. I don't think they are subtle hips that can lie. There we go. Alright, so let's make something cool in here. I will go to the animation tab even, just so we can get a cool view of everything, and we can actually rotate the bones. Something like this. There we go. Lowering the shoulder a little bit. There we go. Now the arm probably looks a little bit weird in this part. Not a lot can be done with the topology in there. Let me actually try something. Yeah, this should be way higher than 0.75. There we go. Thank you, Bacon. Really appreciate it. There we go.
Yo molegato, drink some water.
Drinking water. Also, hi, Diga. Hi, hi, hi. Did you catch me when we are almost done with today's stream? Oh yeah, that is correct. We are missing that because, and this is an important thing that I forgot for a second, the head right now is mirrored. I should apply this, then come in here, and in the face one, there we go. We do this, and bear with me. I know how this looks. But it is necessary, because now we come in here. Let me see. Alright, and now we can add the beauty mark, which are two and are one over here and one over here, I think. Let's see how this looks. Oh, one of them is missing because it's going outside. It should come way higher over here. Something like this, and we can maybe even make it bigger so they are easier to see. There we go. Also, another important thing, note that I have mirrored the whole thing, is this. So the shine in both eyes comes from the same place. That makes the face look less like cross-eyed and more like looking in a direction. There we go. And we can even show the physics one and add a little bit of fun with this for the pose. Dark outline on the pupils? Oh yeah, of course, I can do that right now. This is the best moment to do so. In fact, you mean like this, right? Because the eyes are so light that they will kind of blend with the eye otherwise. Maybe we can even add a little bit of shine to this. There we go. There we go. Hey! I'm getting cooked again. There we go. Crispy and done. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Wait, did I change this thing? There we go. Thank you. I am also very thankful that you like how this turned out. Pixel, I will get in contact with you with more details on the expressions. And I will actually do one last thing in here in the face, which is making some faces darker, just so we get some extra depth in here. Actually, let me pick both sides because this is not mirrored anymore. There we go. All right. And all of these should be the darker one too. There we go. All right. We can be proud of today's work. I will move this a little bit outside because it's kind of clipping. There we go. And this is it. We got the model. Or you know what we'll do for the pose to maybe, whoops, rotate this a little bit so it's more dynamic. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Miss La. Thank you, QC. Thank you for the nose boobs. I think we can be proud. So let me just go to the just chatting thing for a sec. I want to thank you, everyone, for being with me. I know I'm a little bit gloomy at times. I don't know. I am barely surviving. Let alone being entertaining. So, I want to finish today's stream with a raid as usual. I think we can go with Owen, with Gun the Queen. Oh, we got a hype train even. I didn't even know. So seriously, thank you everyone. Thank you for commissioning Pixel. Thank you everyone for being here. I will now, if I can and I don't mess up with the keyboard, there we go. I will start her rate for Zoe. She's amazing. She's even playing the Crimes Drop, which is an amazing indie game. You will love it, I'm pretty sure. So everyone, say hi. Have a fantastic time, okay? Bye!